Hi guys, this is RLC321. Let me just quickly wipe the camera off because it was a little bit dusty and murky and not very good. Oh, there we go. That's better. Huh? Right, so here we are. We are doing the bit I've been dreading the most because I've never done this before. This is the Hi guys, this is RLC321. Let's do a proper introduction. RLC321 back again with the Revell Star Trek Voyager model build. Update number 6, I believe. And we are now going to be starting on lighting the kits. We're going to start with the nacelles. And I've been not putting it off, but I'm not looking forward to this. Main reason being is I've never done this before. So I don't know how it's going to go, how it's going to act, or whether it's going to work or not. So I've got all the bits and pieces I need. I've got my resistors, we've got my red LEDs, we've got my green LEDs, and we've got my strips, and we've got the nacelles. Yes. So we've pretty much got everything that we are going to need. Yeah. So as I say, I'm not looking forward to this. I mean, cleaning up and everything. I mean, I haven't like cleaned up the sides or anything like that because that's all going to be done before I do anything, because I need to sand it all, and when I piece it together, I'm going to have to put filler on, and when I put the filler on, then I can sand off all the edges and all the knob marks and that. So I'm not worried about those at the minute. No. So we are going to start off with, what's this one? The left hand side, looking at the model, and I think if I could just grab hold of a picture of it would help if I see. Oh no, do you know what? I've got I'll go into here, go into that, and go all the way down to the bottom. I know you can't see what I'm doing here, but I know what I'm doing. Right, okay, so the left hand thing, when you're looking at it, so you're going to go that way, is got the red LED, and the other one's got the green. So first things first, what we need to do first, so where's my solder? There's my solder. The solder I'm using is already got the flux installed inside it. Not installed, but it's inside it. So we don't need flux. Yeah, so we're gonna need 3 red LEDs actually, if I remember correctly. We need one in the front, so we need 3 LEDs here. 3 there, so there's 2 for the back, 1 for the front. Now I'm thinking with this, I've got fiber optic. Instead of having 2 LEDs at the back, I'm just going to only have 1 and just use fiber optic, because I think that may be when I put the fiber optics. Oh god damn it. Here we go. Yeah, fiber optic right there. There's the fiber optic sheet that I'm using. That may be the better option to do. Right, so where's my super glue? Why don't I be prepared? Oh, there's my super glue. Right, now I'm prepared. Right, so we've got the 2 red LEDs. We've got the blue LED strips. Oh dear, I'm not looking forward to this. Can you tell? No? Oh, okay. Alright, so 1 goes for that one. 1's going to go into here. Okay, it's got 6. Do you really need 6? Solder the connecting wires to one end. So, because that's going to be quite big in there. Don't think we need 6 in here. I think we could get away with 3, because that's going to actually start blocking what we need here. So yeah, I think we can get away with cutting this in half, just using 3 LEDs, 3 blue LEDs for the nacelle, because it's definitely far too big for what I need. So I think we shall do that. Where to put my knife? I don't have any scissors here. So this is where on LED ribbons you will see there, basically this is what you get. You get the plus and the minuses right there, and it tells you where, that's where obviously you're going to be soldering on. But if you see right here, there we go, right there, you're going to zoom in for me, thank you, a little bit better, would have been nicer, but there you go. That's where you cut. So if you cut that, if you cut anywhere else, you're going to lose the connection and it's not going to work. But if you cut there, then you're good to go. So line it up exact. There we go. So now I've got 2 LEDs, but I'll keep that to one side. One for this and one for here. Just like this. Okay? Right there. So, what I need to do is get a couple of resistors out as well. Because I need a resistor. It says to use resistors on pretty much all of these LEDs. So that's, whoa, hello, what I'm going to be doing. There we got 1 resistor there. And the LED tape already has the resistor on it, so we don't need to worry about that. Come on, pull off, there we go. So we've got 2 LEDs just here. So obviously I'm only going to do one on camera, because then you can see how I screw it up. And I'll do the other one off camera. Right, and another thing that's really helpful, let's put those over there for now. Self-helping hands, these guys, because these will be able to hold your bits and pieces into place so you can basically work. If I put that there and I put that there, then that gives me plenty of room. So with LEDs, right, you'll notice you've got a short wire and a long wire. The long wire is your positive, the short wire is your negative. So we need to put the resistor onto our positive side. Okay, I mean, I don't think it matters which way they go, the resistor. Really don't. So I'm just going to, I don't know how big I need this either. Let's have a look, see. So I could, in theory, let's move these apart just a little bit. So if I just put that there, and that there, I think, wrap it around a couple of times here, like so, smoosh it there. Right. And then I'm going to get my helping hands just to hold that into place. Now I'm going to get my solder, because we obviously now need to solder that into place. Right, so, and what am I using? I'm using a what gauge is this again? I can't remember what gauge it is. Right, so first of all I'm just going to put a little bit of solder onto my soldering iron. Okay, and then just place some of the solder on there. and that should hold it in place nicely. Now the thing about solder, okay, is if, come on, get off of there. If it's a nice shiny, come on, show me the money. There you go. If it's nice and shiny, you've done a good connection and you got a good connection there and it's working fine. If it's dull, then you haven't done it right and it needs to be changed. Now, oh, bollocks. I just dropped that. Okay, right, so let's cut off that little bit of excess leg I've got on the bottom here, which we don't really need. And right there, don't need that bit. Okay, so we've got that, and now we need, what we're gonna need to do is put this into here, and I still think that might be a bit too much because I need that there. Let's take off a little bit of this bottom resistor wire, just a little bit, not a lot. And work this out here. Let's bend you up ever so slightly. I want you in there, kind of like that. What I'm going to do to diffuse this as well, I'm going to put some cotton or something in there to try and make it a little bit more diffuse. I don't really know yet. No. Sorry, you can't even see there. So into there like that. And I actually need you bending a bit more that way. So before we go any further, let's test, make sure we got a good connection. Some kippy battery. Like I said, these are all going to be running on 9 volts. So I'm using a 9 volt battery. And let's plug this in into there like that. So again, remember what we said. The one with the resistor on is your positive, and the other one obviously is your negative. And so now we have, let there be light. Can you see the light? Can you see it there? Right there? Yeah, we go there. There's the light. Okay. So that's that bit done. Next, we need to solder this bit here. Okay. So before we do that, we actually need to put a little tiny piece of solder onto here. So let's grab hold of this. Let's put a little bit of solder onto the edge here. Put a little dab just on there. Missed you. I went right on there. Right, okay, so now we've got that, we can then go ahead and put this on. So with our plus, we just lay it on there, heat it up a bit, and we've got the plus on. Now for the negative, and we should be able to move you into position a little bit better. I think that might be a bit too long, to be honest. So let's just bend that down for now. I think I might have to change that a little bit because that looks to be a bit too long. So if we keep that there, let's take that off for the moment. Where's the wire cutters? I'm just gonna trim that bit off there and trim that bit off there. A little bit, right. Let's put this back in there. some solder onto here. A little bit of solder on that. Now the other thing is as well, you don't want to get too much heat on these either, because you could potentially end up burning out. Let's get a bit more solder on there. You could potentially end up burning out your LEDs. You don't want that. Okay, so let's add a bit more on there. Balls. Let's bend that ever so slightly. Okay, now let's get just a little bit more on there, I think. Oh, really? You want to do that to me, do you? Right, okay, so let's do this then. Let's get some. Bead of solder onto you. Right. Now let's get this back on here. Like so. No, right. Take you off. Alright, let's try something different, because that's not working how I planned. So, let's try something a little bit different here. See if I can wrap this around it. That might be a slightly better option. Like so. And then solder it in that way. So let's hold on to that. Get a little bit of solder on our soldering iron. There we go. Okay, a little bit more there. Flatten that down a bit. There. Okay, finally. So, from what I can gather here, it's best to wrap it around to get it to work properly. Okay. Alright, so let's bring you down here. And we need to put you onto that. So how much is there? So let's take off just a little tiny bit. There. And then I should be able to just push that into that solder there. Okay. And that there. Add a bit more on. place. There we go. There we go. Right. Okay. See, this is a job I hate the most. I hate doing soldering because I'm not very good at it at all. But we have got a good solid connection going now, at least. Right there. Now what we need to do is test it. Yeah, we need to test it. So again, to do that, we're going to get our battery. We shall hold our negative in place temporarily, and we will hold the... And there we go. So we've got the blue LEDs going on here, and we have our red LED in the front. I don't know how well that's going to show up on camera, but there you go. Okay. So that's that one. Now we need to put a couple of beads of solder on this part. So let's get that going. One there. Okay. I'm actually surprised at how well this is going. I mean, I seriously thought I was going to really screw this up. I mean, I don't know how much of this you can see. Alright. So, we've got that there. Okay. And put that in place there. Let's go, yeah, we'll deal with that later. Navigation hole. Next one, red LED, 151 green, for each nacelle, right, okay. So, it's not really, the instructions are not very good. So, anyway, we've got this. So I think what I'm going to do next, let me think about this, is because we need the LED to go through the hole, which I've just realised is not lined up. That's straight, but there it isn't. I don't know if you can see that. There. Can you see? It's not straight. Now what I did is put these together like so. Held them in place with tape and drilled straight through. So why it's not exact, I couldn't tell you. But it's not exact. So, but then again, looking straight down the hole, you can see that it is exact. So that's just really, really weird. But you're not going to notice it too much, so I'm not going to worry about that too badly. No, not at all. So, how am I going to do this? It says to glue some wires in there. Now wire 2 green LEDs to be placed in the rear nacelle. Next glue 1 LED to one fibre and 1 green for each nacelle. Images of wires coming out. Right. LED wires should be here. LED strip wires. Oh, I see. So the wires at the back are going to be different. So what we need to do here then is wire up some wires. I don't understand why you can't have them both on there, but I think that might be a bit too much for it to handle. So what I'm going to do is put some wires on. And luckily the kit that I bought did come with wires. Just not entirely sure how much I'm going to need, because it doesn't actually give you measurements of wire or how much you're going to need or anything. So I suppose what I will do is to get a rough idea. So if I do it's always better to have a little bit more than a little bit less. So if I do 2 lots of that, okay, so that'll be for that one, and if we do the same on the other one, let's see, and around there, okay. Do the same with the other. There we go. So that's going to be for the other LED. Let's put that aside for the moment. I do have wire streamers somewhere. Where did I put down things? Okay. Right. I'll find that later. So that's an old trick that I use if my girlfriend hasn't taken them all, to strip wire, not string, is to use a lighter. And I think she's taken them all. So I'm gonna cheat and use this. It's just thin the wire out and then give it a pull. Oh, it's just one thin strip of wire anyway. Okay. And again, do the same on the other side. So just get the wire thin and then you just pull it off. Works really well, especially because I can't find my wire strippers at the minute. And don't worry, I'm going to be putting some electrical tape on these here anyway, so that just to make sure they don't join up or anything like that, and they don't touch. Okay. And some of you are probably thinking, "Oh my God, what is he doing? He's making right pigs here." This is my first time doing it. I don't really know what I'm doing. I mean, what's going to happen? It's going to go one of two ways. It's going to look absolutely brilliant and amazing, or it's going to look absolute pants. And which part of that is it going to be? I'm aiming towards the line of pants more than anything else, just because I'm, again, first time doing it. So again, let's get our LED strip in place. Now remember where the positive wire goes. The positive wire is going to go in where we got that resistor, so you just follow that up there, so that's going to go into here. So we shall place our okay, bloody Nora. I do not know why I was having so much trouble there. But finally, it's in place. God, goodness sake. That was just a pain in the ass. That really, really was. Right, let's double check, make sure everything's working fine. So, let's get the power negative. And yep, everything seems to be working fine. Alright, so let's put this down inside where it needs to be. Let's peel off this tape. Here. And let's have a look about where I'm going to be placing this now, because I want that about there. So I'll place you about there. Okay, and obviously with the wires coming out this way. Alright, let's put this in. And let's just have another quick test. Just to see what it's gonna look like when it's inside it. Okay, that's not too bad. I might move the LED strip closer to the middle though. So that should be relatively easy to do, I hope, he says. Yeah, it is. That's really relatively easy to do. So I'll put you more in the middle-ish. There. There we go, and we're gonna lift you up just a little bit. Like so. Because what I'm going to do, just behind here, I'm going to put something just behind there to stop the, what's the word I'm looking for? Stop any light leaks or anything like that. Right, now let's test it again. Right. If you can just about see it there. Let's move this battery out of the way. You can just about see where it's going to be. So that's going to look fine. So next we need to wire up the other LED for in here. Now what I'm going to use, so I'm going to work on this. I'm going to say thank you very much for watching, because this video has been going on for far too long. Hey guys, I will see 3, 2, 1 back again. Just adding on to the other video that I've done. And I wanted to, I've pretty much got these almost all together. I've got the LED lighting done. I just wanted to show you what they looked like all lit up, which is easier said than done. Let's just quickly join these together, if I can. Damn it. Come on. Nope, nope, no, no. Why have you come off? Just very quickly splice these together so we can see what they look like. I mean, this whole kit is designed to run off of a 9-volt battery, according to the guy that bought it from. Okay, so here we go. It's the moment of truth. So I don't know if you can actually, let me get that, switch that off a little as well, just a little bit, make it a bit darker there. Right. So here we go. We shall click on there with that, and then click on. No, it's there we go. Okay. And okay, so I've got the in this part here, I've got the actual green thing in there. I haven't got any of the glass bits in here though, but I've got the red light going there, I've got the green light going there. What I've had to do in the end, I'll show you what I've had to do. I'll show you. Let's unhook these from each other for now. There we go, and then I will show you what I had to do. Okay, because the fiber optic just wasn't working out for me at all whatsoever. It just wasn't playing ball, and there was nothing I could do. That every time I was trying to do it, it was just a pain. So if I take this off, you can also see how I've light blocked everything. So here we go. I've used milliput here, so I've got the LED showing through there. That is actually blocking all the light in there. There's no light leaks whatsoever. Also put some milliput on these LEDs here. Now these are the 3mm LEDs. Ideally it's a bit too big, but what I've done, I've actually sanded it down and made it as flush as I possibly can with the kit, so it looks a little bit better. It doesn't look as in your face as if it was like any other way. So it looks pretty darn good in that, but that's my opinion, and I am obviously biased. This one I had to do slightly differently, because once I learned out how to do it with this I've done this wrong, because I've got two on either side, but it still blocks the light. But this I've done it all in one. It makes it a lot a lot better, a lot better to work with. And as I say, it blocks the light sorry, excuse me, completely from coming in, which is what we want to do. So that's the nacelles pretty much done. I'm gonna wait for the milliput to fully cure, then I'm gonna be putting all the other bits and pieces in and gluing them down, because I'm gonna call these done. Now before I do that, I'm going to be putting some electric tape, if I can find that damn thing. Electric tape on these anyway, just to help hold them in place, and that they're not going anywhere, but it's just to be on the safe side, as they say. But yeah, I just wanted to add a little bit extra onto my previous video to show that it has been done and they are working. I amaze myself sometimes. So anyway guys, thanks very much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye now.